YouTube friends and family, welcome back to a new video on my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Cameron and I am so thankful, so grateful that you decided to come on over to my channel. I hope you stick around with me and even check out some of my latest videos. So let's get into it. Today's video is just gonna be about me just catching up with y'all, letting y'all know what I've been going through personally in my life, just really opening up to y'all because you know y'all may look at my channel and see like I'm a happy-go-lucky person, but y'all, your girl has been going through it. I have been going through it. Deep depression, I had COVID, just things just not turning out my way, the way that I thought it was going to turn out for 2022. It just didn't. And we're what, in the 4th week right now. So I just had to get myself together. That's what I had to do. But I'm back now. I'm ready to talk about it with y'all because, you know, you never know who is going through the same thing that you are going through. And I just wanted to let somebody out there know that they are not alone. You're not alone. This girl right here be going through some stuff as well. My life ain't perfect. It ain't perfect. I know I'm using incorrect grammar, but it's not perfect. No matter what I put out, I'm going through a lot in my 23rd year of living. So I'm ready to get into it. I wrote down some talking points in my handy dandy little business notebook. So we gonna just get through all of this evening. So where have I been? Let's start off with Christmas time. Girl, your girl got COVID at Christmas time. I was so sad. I was so sad because I went through the whole pandemic without getting COVID. And the one time that I got COVID was Christmas time, and I was around all of my family, and I was just so sad. Like, Christmas did not turn out to be what I wanted it to be. A little backstory. Christmas time, me and my sisters, we flew to Georgia to spend Christmas with my daddy and my bonus mama. Of course, y'all already know, well, if you're new here, I did lose my mom this past year, 2021. So we didn't spend Christmas at home because, one, I think Thanksgiving was a little weird at home without her there. But we made the best out of it. But I feel like we just needed a change of scenery, and our dad was working all day Christmas, so he didn't want us at the house by ourselves. So we flew to Georgia, and I don't know how it happened. We had our masks on, we took our precautions, but we still got COVID. Well, I got COVID. They didn't get COVID. Thank you, Lord. They didn't get COVID, but I got COVID. And, you know, I'm always second guessing myself. I'm always paranoid when it comes to COVID. And as soon as I got it, I knew it was COVID. Like, I didn't have to take tests or anything. Like, I knew, because I know how my body is. I knew from me studying the symptoms and everything else that everybody else had said on Twitter and, you know, Instagram. I was looking at all of that stuff. I look at all of that stuff. And from then, I knew I had it. I was like, oh my gosh. So, Christmas time, I still tried to make the best out of it because my sisters was there. I was trying to make sure that they had everything they wanted, they needed. And I just wanted them to have a great experience overall. But nonetheless, like, long story short, we caught an early flight, came back to Arkansas, and then we was all trying to get tested. Like I said, I knew I had COVID, but they didn't have any symptoms, and I wanted to make sure they didn't have it before I took them home. So we couldn't get a test. We could not get a test when we got back to Arkansas. So I texted my grandma, and my grandma was like, I got 3 at-home COVID tests. I could give them to your dad and you just take me. I drove them home to El Dorado the same day that we got back. Keep in mind, the flight from Atlanta is usually an hour and 30 something minutes. But that particular day, it was like a 4-hour flight. So we got up, left the house, left Macon, Georgia. We left Macon at 5 something that morning. Got to the airport around 6. Almost missed our flight. Flight was leaving out at 8. We got there at 6. It was so many people in the airport. We was running to the gate. Almost missed our flight. Got on the flight. The flight was delayed. We had to go to Tulsa, Oklahoma, I think that was, because we ran out of gas, because it was foggy in Arkansas. The plane couldn't land because the pilot couldn't see. It was just so much. And then when we got back here in Arkansas, we was trying to find a COVID test, trying to find a COVID facility so we could get a test. Nobody was open. So I drove 2 hours to El Dorado, Arkansas, dropped them off, picked up my Christmas gifts, got the COVID test, and drove 2 hours back to Little Rock. Y'all, I was so sad. I just wanted my mama. So took the test. I had COVID. I already knew I had COVID. But you know, I was sad. I was sad that I had COVID. It was just like, how? And I knew I didn't want to catch COVID now because, call me selfish, but I knew I didn't have anybody take care of me. So that's why I didn't want COVID. Like, that's why I've been working so hard to make sure I take my vitamins, build my immune system up and stuff like that, because I didn't want it, because my mama not here to take care of me anymore. I know, I'm a baby. So me having COVID, I had to isolate myself for, what they say, 10 days. I think it was 10 days. I wasn't doing that 5 days stuff. No, I don't know how you can isolate yourself for 5 days and be cured. No, and go back around people. No, so I isolated myself for like 10 to 15 days. And I was just in the house. I was just depressed. It's like my body was just going through so many changes. And of course I'm vaccinated. I got Pfizer. I got both shots. The only thing that I don't have is the booster. But it was just going through so many changes. Like, of course I had a cough. I had a bad headache. And then, excuse me, one night, like, my breathing was off. Like, I couldn't breathe. And I was just like, oh my gosh. I didn't want to go to the hospital, but the hospital's right down the street from where I live. So I was like, if I gotta go, I'm gonna go. But at this point, I was just so sad. I was just like, I didn't want to talk to anybody. My family kept calling me every day, asking me how I'm doing, texting me, how are you today? Are you okay? Monitoring yourself and stuff like that. But even though I was hearing from everybody, I was just so sad because I couldn't hear from the one person that I wanted to talk to. And like one night, my breathing was just so bad. I just laid in the bed and I just told God, just please give me back to my mama. Like, no joke. I was just like, please just give me back to my mama. I'll be all right in her arms. That was very tough for me. Because like I said, I have my family, but you know, it's something about them saying, you know, take care of yourself. When I know if my mama was here, it'd be like, okay, I'm on my way. Like, what you need, baby? Like, you know, I knew she was gonna take care of me whether I had COVID or not, because that's just how my mama was. It was just tough. But nevertheless, you know, I know I'm older. I know I'm a grown woman now. I had to get up and I had to take care of myself, make sure I was good, because at the end of the day, I have sisters I care for. that I'm trying to make sure they have a great life despite what we're going through right now. So that's another reason why I've been gone. I've been doing my sisterly duties. Like I said, El Dorado is 2 hours away from here, so I'm back and forth from there, trying to make sure I'm present in their extracurricular activities, and making sure that I am involved in their scholastic life too, in their studies. Trying to make sure that they have everything they need for college, for one, because she's going off to college in August. Lord's will. And just trying to be present in their lives, trying to make sure that, you know they have a big sister that's there whenever they need me to be there. Like, literally, all they have to do is call. Like, if they called right now and say, Cameron, come home, child, I'm packing clean up, I'm packing some clothes, and we'll be gone. I'm grabbing my work computer, we'll be down there in El Dorado by 10 o'clock. That's just how I am. I've always been that way. But since all of this stuff has happened with my mama, I don't like going to El Dorado. I do not like going home. I will stay up here. I will isolate myself. I will be in the house by myself. Just because I just don't like going down there anymore. I mean, my family is there. Love them to death. But if I don't gotta go, I'm not going. The next topic that I wrote down was my 2021 reflections. Jesus. We kind of already got into this, but 2021 was really hard for me. It was very hard for me. This was just one of the toughest years. Well, that was one of the toughest years that I have ever experienced in my 23 years of living. Not just losing my mom, but I lost several other people. So let's go back. Spring break was in March. Probably 2 weeks before spring break, my mama had called me and told me that one of my childhood friends had passed away. And it just started from there. I mean, I remember I was in my dorm room. I was just crying. I was about to cancel my spring break trip. I was just like, I'm not going anymore, because, we grew up together. It was like we're close. We're like family. Like, our mamas, they were close. So I was just like, I didn't want to go anymore, but my mama talked to me and was like, it's okay, you can go ahead and go. So I went. Then March, then 2 months after that, my mama passed away. My mama died June 14th. And I was just like, oh, my life just shattered. Like, my whole world just shattered. And then October, my classmate passed away. And it was just like, it hit me all over again, because I had just seen this classmate. Like, he came to my mama's funeral and everything. And I still just, sorry. I just remember how I felt when I seen him. I'm sorry. I think I'm good. I just still remember how I felt when I seen him, as well as my other 2 guy friends there, when they didn't even have to be there. Like, I hadn't talked to them like in probably some years or something like that. I'm not even gonna lie. And just for them to show up for me like that, like, it really warmed my heart. And even afterwards, we went out, we was taking shots, we was drinking and stuff, just hanging out, catching up. And it's just like, dang, I was just with this guy a few months ago, and now he's gone. I'm literally looking at him in the casket, and it's just like, how? Like, we 22, we 23. Like, how could this happen? And then that was the beginning of October, and then the end of October, Jacoby had lost his grandparents both at the same time, and just looking at his grandmother in the casket, like, it just shook me. Because now, backstory, I was with Jacoby for 6 years, so I've been knowing this lady for 6 years, and like, I've grown to love her. Like, we were just on the phone too. She was telling me how she loved me and how she's here for me and everything like that, and now she's gone too. So it's just like, at that time, like at that point in time, after her funeral, like, I just cried. I just cried on my daddy, and I was like, Daddy, I do not want to attend another funeral. I'm tired of attending funerals. Like, I'm so tired of death, you know. And it was tough, y'all. 22 was tough. The year, my 22nd year of life was tough. Like, God was just throwing punches at me. Like, I didn't think I could handle all of it. It was tough. All of this stuff happening in 2021 to me, and I have never experienced death like this. Like, you know, you might hear of like a family friend or something like that, but these people this close to me, my age, I just really did not know what to do. And I started putting my attention into things that'll keep my mind off of everything that I lost. And I started going hard in my business, like just pushing stuff out, just trying to make sure I have the newest thing, I have this, I have that, regarding my business. And ultimately, I crashed. When I tell you I crashed hard. Which is the next topic of me failing in my business. One thing I did, I pushed myself way too hard after losing all of those people. I didn't give myself time to grieve. I was just pushing myself, just on go mode, go. And by the time Black Friday, Cyber Monday came, I was just over it. I didn't want to look at nothing that had Constance Cosmetics on there. I did not want to deal with anything. I didn't want to produce new content, which is why I stopped posting on my business page, my Instagram, TikTok, all of that. Facebook, I did not post for like 3+ months because I crashed. I did not heal myself. I didn't take the time out to heal myself. I was just trying to be the strong one for just everybody in my life. When it came to my friend that first passed, my childhood friend, I was trying to make sure his mama was okay. I checked up on her. Then when my mama passed, I'm trying to be the strong one for my sisters, for my daddy James, for my TT, my uncle, my grandparents. Then when my friend passed away, my classmate passed away, I'm trying to check up on his sister, his mama, our mutual friends, his cousin, because his cousin is my best friend. Just trying to be there for them, trying to make sure I say, hey, are you okay? And then when this stuff happened with Jacoby and his grandparents, I'm trying to check up on him, his family, trying to make sure they're okay. And it's just like, well, dang, Cameron, who's gonna check up on you, make sure you okay? And I'm just like, my camera cut off, but yeah, I'm just like, well, dang, who is gonna check up on me, you know? So that was a reflection of 2021, and now we're gonna move on to 2022 expectations. So I have learned my lesson, in 2021 about trying to be strong for everybody, it is effing impossible. It is effing impossible for me to be strong for everybody in my life. I have learned that I have to take the time out to heal myself, to be there for myself the best way that I can. So my 2022 expectations are simply about healing myself. I didn't write down any resolutions or anything like that because life is gonna do what it want to do. Life is gonna do what it wants to do at the end of the day. That is my belief, but I know other people may have different beliefs, but that's what I believe. So I did not write down any 2022 resolutions. But like I said, 22 is about healing myself from the traumas that I have experienced in 2021. So my first step was to enroll in therapy, which I did. I had my first session today. It was very emotional, but you know, I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of progress doing this, finding how to be happy now. Just finding how to live and be happy and to cope with grieving. You know, it'll never go away. Never gonna go away. It will never go away. But just learning how to get to a better version of me. Because right now it's not it. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not sugarcoating anything. It is not it. My life is not it right now. I did attend church yesterday because today is Monday. I attended church yesterday and honey, it was good. It was good. I'm definitely gonna go back next Sunday, Lord's will. Pause. So one of my goals that I did say I was gonna do for 2022 is just to increase my faith walk with God, and I did ended up I did end up going to Barnes and Noble, and I got this devotional, the Daily Walk devotional, and it is the Bible, split up into daily devotionals. So at the end of the year, you would read all of the Bible by December 31st. So I like it so far. It has taught me a lot. I like reading the stories. I'm learning a lot. So attending church, increasing my faith walk is another thing that I am doing for 2022 to heal myself. And then business wise, you know, like I told y'all before, I literally crashed 2021. At the end of 2021, I crashed, and my business suffered a lot. I have a bad habit of comparing my business to other people's businesses, and I don't need to do that anymore. I really do not need to do that anymore because it's hurting me in the long run. So that's one of my expectations, is to stop comparing what I have to others, or stop comparing others to what I have, however you want to say it. I'm learning that it is a marathon and not a race. I'm learning that is a blessing, whether it is slow and steady growth or fast-paced growth. So that's something that I'm working on. Being more present for me, you know, what Issa Rae say, it's feeling like me season.
I don't know what to say. It's feeling like me season right now. I feel so bad for anybody who doesn't fuck with me. Mute me, block me, whatever you need to do, because it's a me season right now. It's my time.
And that's how it's feeling for me. It's feeling like me season. So yeah, this is where I have been. This is what I have been going through, business wise, personal wise. It's just been a lot, y'all. If you made it to the end of this video, then I'm sorry. I broke down a few times, but gosh, 2021, it has been a lot. It was a lot. Y'all, I don't know what's going on with my camera, but like I said before, if you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you all so much for sticking around with me. This video was very emotional. It was very triggering for me. That's why I had to stop a few times. And I haven't been looking at the camera because I have been avoiding trying to see myself in the screen while I'm talking about all of these triggering situations I have been in this past year. But like I said, if you made it to the end of this video, I'm so thankful that you watched all of this. I'm so grateful that you are supporting my channel. Hope and pray that, you know, this gives you motivation, that it lets you know that you are not alone if you are battling depression or grieving a loss that, you know, is so sincere to you. You are not alone. I'm here. I try to answer I try to respond back to all of the comments. So if you see this and if you just want to talk to somebody, I'm here to talk to people. I'm here to talk to you. You know, we're all in this together. As the good book says, we are all brothers and sisters in Christ. So my brothers, my sisters, thank you all for watching my channel. Thank you for watching this video. Please give it a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this video and some of my previous videos. I thank y'all so much. I love y'all, and I will see y'all next time.